conduct.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody calm down.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, guys, I cannot believe that I am saying this, but I will be reviewing the new Lunar Beauty Life is a Drag Facelift palette that I got in PR. So you guys want to see what my thoughts are on this, what type of look I create, well then definitely keep on watching. Oh gosh, guys, I'm gonna keep cheesy smiling because, oh man, this is just like a dream of mine. I have loved Manny Emiway for years, and then when he created Lunar Beauty, I was like, oh my God, I had to get everything, and I did, and I have loved his brand for so long, to the point that you guys know exactly what red lip I wear whenever I wear red lip, which is my favorite Aphrodite liquid lip, and I'm still waiting for a restock, because I only have one left, and I need it. I need it. But I have always been such a big fan, and I've reviewed almost every single launch of Lunar Beauty. So you guys can imagine my surprise, my emotions that I felt when Manny Emiway actually reached out to me and asked me if he could add me to his PR list. And oh my God, did I cried. I am not ashamed to say I cried like a little bitch.
Oh, don't cry. Are you?
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
I was excited. So it's such a full circle moment for me, because when I came back to YouTube 2 years ago, it was like 3 or 4 videos in, I reviewed the Greek Goddess collection. It was actually the first review I ever did for Lunar Beauty. And oh my God, that is such a cringy video. Oh, I hate the video so much, but it's where I fell in love with Lunar Beauty. And ever since then, I got every single launch. Now, I will go ahead and preface this and say that even though I got this in PR, you guys know how I am. And I'm going to give this palette a very, very honest review, because at the end of the day, guys, I'm not an influencer of any sort. I'm just me. I'm just Allie, and I'm just an average consumer, and I review products like an average consumer would. And even though I got this in PR, I still purchased it myself, so I do have my own palette coming in as well. And yeah, I just wanted to support the brand. So just know that as grateful as I am, I'm still always going to be honest. If you guys watched my video a while back, back in like December, I did ranking of all my influencer palettes, and I mentioned Life is a Drag. So here we have Life is a Drag, which, by the way, is actually being put to rest. I feel like Manny should put that in a shadow box if he hasn't already. But here we have Life is a Drag palette. And I will say this is definitely my least favorite palette out of all of Lunar Beauty stuff. I think it's just not because of the colors, because the colors on the inside are really, really pretty. It's just the aesthetics and the vibe of it. Like, I never really cared for the design around the mirror. I just never really cared for it. And on the inside, it kind of made sense, but it kind of didn't. And when it first launched, I was like, it's pretty, but it just didn't make me want to be like, I need to have it. His Greek Goddess one did, and after the Greek Goddess, when I fell in love with the formula, I went and got this myself. But I just never fully loved it the way that I loved all the other ones. And I think it's just because it doesn't match Lunar Beauty. I'm used to like Moonspell, Strawberry Dreams, Eternal Eclipse. Like, I'm used to having a certain aesthetics and certain vibes. And he explained in his video how his brand has evolved and changed. But I am very grateful that I have it. Though it's not my favorite, I am still very grateful that I have this in my collection. I just love his other aesthetics a little bit more. Now, when he announced Life is a Drag Facelift, I actually got excited, because over the years, not only has my channel evolved, but I evolved as a person as well, and I thoroughly have enjoyed my colors. You guys know that I am a color whore, But I've been known to be a nude bitch here and there in between. And when you see this, the fact that he added a lot more colors and a lot more neutrals just really stood out to me, because I get to be color whore, but on the days I want to be a neutral bitch, I have that option as well. I feel like it's the best of both worlds. You rock out the show and then you rock. I don't know the lyrics to that, but I literally talked about this in an anti-haul. Will I or will I not buy it? And I specifically tried singing that song, and anyway I butchered it. But I saw this and I knew I had to have it. Now this does retail for $48, but I did, like I said, I did purchase this myself, so it does retail in total for like $55 after shipping and handling. And what's actually really cool is, even though I ordered it the day that it launched, it already shipped, and it's going to be here I think on Monday. And I'm like, wait, what? That is just amazing customer service. Now, what's really cool is that in honor of Pride Month, for the month of June, a percentage of the Life is a Drag Facelift sales will be donated to the Human Rights Campaign in support of the equality of the LGBTQ plus community. And I think that's so sweet. So I'm going to actually honor that as well. And a portion of my AdSense is going to be donated to it as well, just because I want to help in every way, shape that I can. You guys know how I feel about giving back. So with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just swatch these for you guys. I'm going to kind of compare it, and we're just going to go and dive straight into the review. Straight into the review. Straight. No, that doesn't work. I know he goes, back in the browser filled. I can't. I try. So let's get started. Okay, so here we do have the first two rows swatched. Now, some of these swatched perfectly. Some of them did not. Like these two shades right here did not swatch the best. Those shades are the Sickening and the Hunty shade. But I don't base anything off of swatches, just because it could swatch well on the arm, it could swatch horribly on the arm, but it doesn't really matter about that. It really just matters how it applies to your eyes, how long it lasts, does it blend, does it have fallouts? Like, that's where I really judge the shadow. I don't really judge it off of swatches. Here is the last row of swatches. Okay, so here we do have the Facelift palette, and here we do have the Life is a Drag palette. Now, the only difference between the two is that he did add 7 more shades to this palette compared to this one. And I just, when you look at the two, like, first off, I love the fact that he added a green, a different dark purple. He added more neutrals in here. Like, I really do appreciate it. And he added another like shimmer shade, and I love shimmer shades. So you guys can see the comparison between the two. They are still like the same height wise, but length wise they are definitely different. And they try to have like the same aesthetics, but I just feel like this just looks more aesthetically pleasing than this one does right here. So, oh no, I'm already getting my palette dirty. This is my problem. I tend to get things dirty so easily. This was gonna be such a pretty palette, and I'm gonna ruin it with my nasty fingers. Okay, guys, let's zoom you guys in. Chill it out, take it slow, then you rock out the show. Bitch! I got it. So I'm actually going to do 2 different looks today. I'm going to like really represent this palette in the best way that I can. So I want to do a color side and then a neutral side to really show you how versatile this palette really can be. Let's hope it works out. I have an idea in mind. Will it work out? I don't know, because half the time my ideas never work out. And you know what? That's okay. So we are going to be using the Lunar Beauty brushes today. We're not going to judge how dirty they look because they are a little dirty. Your girl is kind of lazy when it comes to cleaning the brushes, so we're not going to judge that. Now, I will say I have played with Lunar Beauty brushes for a very, very long time now, since they came out back in December. And though I love his brushes, the only issue that I have is the matte white right here. I get this so dirty that I consistently have to take like a makeup wipe or makeup remover to clean out the brush. I just wish that this was a gloss instead of a matte, because for someone like me who consistently uses my hands to play with makeup, and I'm sure so many other people out there, these get dirty so easily. So as someone who loves the aesthetics of like brushes and makeup and stuff like that, I don't want to have like a dirty looking brush and eventually it just like stains. So it's not as white as it once was. Like I don't know how hard it is to tell on camera, but I can see a lot of dirty stains on here, and I'm just like, if it was gloss, it'd be a little easier. So, this look right here is going to be inspired by the look that Manny did in his video, and not the top, but the one that was underneath. It was like a light blue to like a darker blue to like almost like a purple. I thought that was so beautiful that I really want to replicate that myself. So we're going to start off with the shade Locked right here, which is actually going to be one of the newer shades in the palette. And we're going to take it on our Lunar Beauty. This is the LBE3 brush right here. Am I using the right brush for this? I don't know. Maybe I should use a Packer brush, honestly. I can't believe that this is such a surreal full circle moment for me. Like the fact that I reviewed his Greek Goddess collection, I want to say It was 2 years ago. 2008, maybe 3, maybe 2. All I know is that I look at that video and it's like one of my lowest viewed videos on my channel. Thank God. Do not go search it up because it is horrendous. I cannot believe that this is a full circle moment where I get to review this on my channel because Manny sent this out to me. Like, that is just, to me, that is just so freaking cool. Like, how amazing is it that someone that I have admired for years, like, knows my name? Like, that is just so bizarre. I'm gonna go in with my LBE5 brush just to kind of pack it a little bit more so I can blend it out. I don't know. I thought it was just a really cool moment that he reached out, and I have absolutely loved Lunar Beauty. I think still one of my favorite videos that I have ever done, like review-wise, was the Moonspell collection, just because I had so much fun kind of like dressing up as a witch, having candles, like blowing it out, like really trying to make it like witchy, like I was putting a spell on you guys. I really love that video, and it's actually really cool, is that Manny's dad commented on that video, and I was like, oh my God, like Manny's dad watched my video. It was so cool. And then when I did the Eternal Eclipse collection, Manny happened to watch that video, and I was like, oh shit, like what did I say? Because there has been times where I have reviewed like other influencer products and I'm just being myself, I'm just talking, and they'll watch that one review and I'm like, like, I'll never forget, I think my biggest foot and mouth moment was when I reviewed the Dominique Cosmetics. It was the Celestial Storm palette, and I had said that I love Kristen Dominique, but I just don't watch her content as much as I used to. And of course that's the one that she had to watch, and I was like, but it's the truth. I've always spoken the truth. So never thought that Manny'd watch that video, and he did, because he commented on me commenting on the Avatar scene, because I've been obsessed with Avatar, and I know he is too because he loves anime. And he commented on it. I was like, oh my God, like, did I say the Avatar's names right? Like, that's what I was like, oh my God, like I was focusing on that. And no, it was really cool. I do feel like I have been that annoying chick though on his channel and his content for a very long time. That's like, hey, like, oh my God, I feel so bad, but I don't. Like, hey, like when he did the review of the Jacqueline Cosmetics liquid lips, and he's like, oh, spill the tea. I was like, okay, but like when you bring back the red liquid lip, like I'm obsessed. Manny, if you ever bring that back, I would be happy just to get one, just the one. And you guys can bet, because I've literally feel like I've sold you guys on that so much. I get so many DMs, so many comments saying, when's it coming back? Do you know when it's restocking? I'm like, no, I wish I knew too, because you guys are like, I'm going to buy it. You sold me on it. And I'm like, well, I'm going to beat you to it, because the day that he has a restock or relaunch of that, oh, am I going to fight you guys on that in the sales? I'm going to be first in line buying as much as I can, because he has Afterpay, and Afterpay is just amazing. I really should be a spokesperson for Afterpay for how much I actually talk about it. Okay, so next I want to go into the shade Fishy, which this actually is a shadow that is in the Life is a Drag palette. So we're going to go into Fishy right here. Oh, that is just such a stunning blue. I think this is the shadow combination that he used for underneath his eye, but I'm just guessing. That laid down really, really nicely. Okay, then we're going to go into the shade Kiki right here, which is again a staple in his actual Life is a Drag palette. I know, I'm actually kind of surprised myself I'm not playing around with the yellow, because you guys know how much I love yellow, but I just really wanted to like recreate like the look that he did. Like I said, I don't know if this is the right colors, but when I saw it underneath his eye, I was like, oh my God, that was just so stunning to me. And it's been a while since I've done like a blue look, so I just knew I wanted to play around with this. I really, really, really hope that Manny and Laura end up doing like a collaboration together on their brands. Like, that would be so freaking sickening. And I would literally be first in line to buy it all. I get asked all the time, like, which formula is better when it comes to liquid lips. Not because I'm biased or anything, but I do prefer Lunar Beauty's just a little bit more. But Laura Lee's is right underneath that. They have amazing formula. I don't know how they do it, but I just remember, like, I remember a long time ago when Manny first launched his collection, I remember finding it inside Ulta and inside Morphe, and I was like, oh my God, like, look, it's Manny's stuff right here. Like, could you imagine seeing that stuff? Could you imagine seeing, like, your brand inside, like, a big name store like that? That'd be, like, such a cool moment. I was so proud of him. Not bad, but I do notice that the shade Fishy doesn't pop as much as I thought it was going to. I think it's because it does have a little bit of a different texture, but I can say that the formula is still the same like it is in every other palette of his. Like the formula is consistent, and that's something that I always look for, because sometimes when brands always release new stuff, like their formula changes. Like, and I don't get why, because like some palettes are a hit, some palettes are not, but I do appreciate the fact that his formula has been consistent this entire time. So I don't know how I feel about that yet. I definitely think we'd have to finish it off always around a pair of lashes. I do want to do like a really cool like inner corner and figure out what to do with my lower lash line. But now we're going to move on to the neutral bitch side. So for this side, we're going to start off with the shade Meaty right here. This is one of the newer colors in this palette. And we're going to start to just place it on the outer corner and work our way inwards. A lot of times I do the opposite where I go inwards and outwards, but because I really want to put the white in the inner corner, this is where I'm going to like kind of judge the white formula, because there's only been one palette that I've found to truly create the perfect white. And it's a little sugar pill, like, and single eyeshadow that has been the best white shadow I've ever seen. I haven't come across another one that's been just as pigmented and just as bright and vibrant. So we're going to really kind of put that to the test today. So we're going to start this, and we're going to start to place this on the outer corner. Like, look at me trying to be like an influencer and tell you guys how to do an eye look. I'm going to start to just place that right here and slowly start to work our way in. I don't really know how this look is going to turn out. Kind of nervous. Okay, so then we're going to go into the shade Sickening. Sickening right here. Now this is actually a shade that is in the OG palette. And we're going to start to place that right next to that. Okay, I feel like that's a good transition shade, but I feel like it just kind of, I feel like it matches my eye. Like, I feel like it matches my skin tone. I don't really feel like it's standing out much. Shoot. Now that's kind of looking muddy. That's not what I wanted. What if I add a little bit of Hunty? Would Hunty work? Nope. Oh no, that is not what I was going for. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I don't know what to do.
That blends in with my eye. Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend that shade to be like an eyeshadow. Like, I know it's supposed to be meant to be like a transition shade, but I don't like, obviously I don't really use that many transition shades just because I don't really use neutrals that often. I really do use a lot of colors. So before I erase this look, because I'm definitely not liking how it looks, I'm going to start to play around with Cake Base, this white shade, because I just really want to see how it works. So we're going to take it and I'm just going to start to pack it on because I just want to see the formula of it. Not bad. Okay, so I'm actually going to start this eye over because I didn't know that Sickening and Hunty were going to kind of blend in the way they did and just kind of match my eyes. So I would not recommend that for an eye look. So I think we're going to have to do something a little different, which is okay. Just not what I was going for. Shoot. That's fine. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, so since the first time was not easy, we're going to try it again. But this I'm going to go with something more soft, like romantic and like more neutral, sort of. So we're going to go into the shade Beat right here. And we're going to start to put that in the inner corner. Now this is actually in the OG palette. And we're going to take it on our fingers because I love laying down shimmers with the finger. And we're going to start to place that in the inner corner. Now, I'm always like very anal when it comes to shimmers. So I know some people like to lay down their shimmers with like glitter glue or like a wet brush. I like to lay it down with my finger because I feel like that's how you can really get an idea of the formula. And so far, this is laying down really nicely. But I didn't really expect anything less, only because I know how his other formulas work. So it's beautiful. Next, I'm going to shade Diva right here to lay that down right next to that. It's this beautiful light baby pink shade. This is actually a newer shade, and there seems to be a little bit of kick up in that shade right there, but that's okay because it's just an easy like blow away. And we're gonna start to blend that right next to that shimmer. And if it's messy at first, don't worry. It's really easy to clean up. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like a little bubblegum pink, or like a baby pink. Blend it out so nicely. That is such a pretty pink. I love it. Okay, so next I want to finish it off with the shade Trade, which is actually in the Life is a Drag palette. Oh my god, I feel like I look so funky right now with two different colors. I don't know if this is what he's wearing underneath his eye. It looks like it. It is really pretty, but I feel like I can spice it up just a little bit more. I'm just not sure how. We're gonna figure it out, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like, I don't care. I just want to show all the colors because they're so freaking pretty. Okay, so we're gonna start to just lay that down very, 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 very lightly. Because sometimes darks can really overpower light colors, and knowing me, I have butchered some pretty looks with darker colors. Okay, so this is messy for now, but we are going to clean that up. I'm going to go ahead and throw on a pair of lashes. We're going to come back and do the under eye together. But one of the things I want to say, and this is something I've said in almost every Lunar Beauty review, is that I feel like Lunar Beauty is really, really, really sad on. Like, this brand I feel like is so underrated when it really is one of the top-notch brands out there. And I have been saying that for a while now. And I even said that way before Manny even knew my name. I really think that Lunar Beauty is a really high quality brand, and it's really affordable in my opinion. And I just really do love the aesthetics and the formula, and not just for the eyeshadow, but for the highlighters, for the blushes, for the lips. Like, I can't wait to see what comes next. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. We're gonna come back and do our under waterline together, finish off the look, and yeah, I hope this works out because I have an idea of what I want to do when it comes to the lips. So oh my god, my forehead is peeling so bad from Memorial Day weekend. Okay, so now the lashes are on. I'm actually wearing the Lunar Beauty lashes in the style Luna. Very, very beautiful lashes. Like, look at the packaging. So freaking cool. And the only sponge I have been using lately is my Lunar Beauty sponge, and it is, it's dirty. So to finish off this eye look, I don't know if this is going to work well, but we're going to go for it. We're going to go into this shade Come On Sis, which is actually a new shade in his palette as well. I feel like I've been using only like the new shades. I don't mean to, but it's just what I'm drawn to. So we're going to take it on the LBE 6 brush right here. And we're going to start off with the outer corner and work our way inward. If I know where I put my little mirror. I don't know if this is going to look well or not. I just really wanted to play with the colors because the colors is what really sold me. Just because I love having a colorful palette, and a lot of Manny's palettes are, I mean, they're colorful, but they're definitely more geared towards neutral, and that's okay because like I know that a lot of people out there love neutral palettes. I just love a lot of color. Like, I just feel like color is so much fun to play with. And that's why I've been enjoying it so much. All right, then we're going to go in the shade Campy, which is an OG shade right here. Now, to line my waterline, I actually went in with the shade Shady, which is the black shade in this palette. I love lining my eyes with a shadow instead of an actual liner because I just really do hate liner because I'm horrible at it and I have really big eyes, but I just feel like it just made it really easy to blend my lash line with my false lashes. So, all right, then for this eye, I'm going to go into the KK shade right here, like this deeper purple, or this deeper pink, and we're just going to go underneath my entire waterline with that. Very, 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 very lightly. Okay, then to finish off the eye look, I'm going to go into the shade Full Fantasy right here, which is actually going to be one of their newer shades. And I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner of this look right here and the brow bone. It's not popping as much as I want. Let me go into Cake Face first. Pop Cake Face in the corner. That's a really beautiful white. I like that. All right, then I'll go back into Full Fantasy and we're going to highlight the brow bone with it. Now, I will say that it is definitely a really, really pretty white for the shade Cake Face, but it's definitely not my favorite white formula. I feel like it just isn't. It's definitely really pigmented, like she is pigmented, but I just feel like the one that I have for Sugar Pill is just a little bit more pigmented. But I will say if you are looking for a beautiful white in this palette, you are definitely going to be you'll definitely find it and you'll be very satisfied with it like I am. I just like the whites that kind of stay just a little bit more vibrant. So let me go ahead and finish off the rest of the face, guys, and put on my Victoria's Secret so I can get some tatas like Manny, and I'll be back. I look crazy right now, and that's okay because I really wanted to showcase how you can utilize two of my favorite liquid lips. So on this side right here, which is the colorful side, I really like how it came together, and I am wearing my favorite liquid lip, which is the Zaya liquid lip. So if I cover up my face right here, Like, it just goes with it so well, and it just like is so pretty. I really do enjoy it. But then when you look at this side, this is more of the romantic side. This is what you'd wear on a really nice date, at least I would, and you can really make it really beautiful with my favorite Aphrodite liquid lip. Manny, please bring it back. But I just wanted to showcase like how you can pull the look together. Honestly, I think both lips can kind of match it, but I'm gonna kind of fix it right now for the video purpose because I just feel like I look a little odd, but I just wanted to showcase it. All right, so I did kind of have to overline the side of lips. So if it looks like a little funky, it's because I had to cover the red because the red is very prominent. So what are my thoughts on the Lunar Beauty Life is a Drag palette? Well, I'm already getting it dirty. That's just the name of the game. I have to say, surprisingly enough, I'm actually thoroughly impressed with this palette. Now, the reason why I say that is because Life is a Drag was not my favorite palette out of all the Lunar Beauty palettes was. I believe it was Strawberry Dreams because I just really do love color. But now after playing with this and feeling the formula and knowing that this is the exact same formula as all of his other palettes, I really do enjoy this palette. I think the best thing about it is that you do get the best of both worlds. If you want to be a color whore like me, you have the opportunity to do so. If you want to be a neutral bitch, you have the opportunity to do so. Like, this is the best of both worlds. I like that he really gave it a chance for you to create any type of look that you wanted to create. Now, you guys saw my struggle with the Hunty and the Sickening. Those are definitely transition shades. I do wish they had a little bit more pigment to them. I do wish that they kind of stood out just a little bit more, because the shade Sickening just kind of matched my eyelid and I was like, it just disappeared. So I do wish that they had just a little bit more pigment to them so they weren't just a transition shade, they could be used as an actual shadow. But that's just me. Maybe I was applying it wrong. I just know they're not my favorite. And the shade Cake Face, it is really beautiful, but you guys can see right here where it is already starting to fade. Again, that's where I wish it had that just a little bit more of a like a little punch where it just stays bright and vibrant all day. But it is kind of hard to formulate a white, just like I know purples are really hard to formulate as well. Like, look at me acting like I know what I'm talking about. But I just know what type of white that I'm looking for. And like I said, I've only ever found one white that's really stood out to me, that's really lasted all day and been so bright and vibrant. And as much as I want a Cake Face to be that, it's just not. It's beautiful, but I think it'd be more as I lay it down first and then maybe put a shadow on top of it. I feel like that's more the benefit. But that's like the only negative thing I have to say. The colors are beautiful. They have very high pigment. They blend it out really nicely. There's definitely some fallout, but that is okay. There was a little bit of fallout with the Full Fantasy. It did have a little bit of fallout right here in my cheek, and I'm kind of having a hard time getting rid of that. But the shade Beat and Legendary, I noticed there are no fallouts with those shades. Just with this shade, I wonder if it's because it's a different formula. It's like a different texture. Maybe that's the reason why it is. But other than that, I thoroughly do enjoy this palette, and I can't stress this enough. I have said this to you guys for so long. I really think that you guys should give Lunar Beauty a chance. This will be the palette that I highly recommend. That way you guys can get a bit of both color and neutral. It's only $48. Percentage of the proceeds going to go to a wonderful cause, and I really think that Lunar Beauty is that bitch. She is that queen, and you guys know how much I love Lunar Beauty with such a passion, and I'm just so grateful that Manny gifted this to me. It was such a moment, and I'll never be able to say thank you enough for sending this to me in PR. Like, one of my favorite brands, knowing that I exist, is just, it's everything. But besides that, you guys know I'll always give you guys my honest opinion, and I thoroughly do think that this was worth it, and I definitely can't wait to see what he comes up with next. And if you guys never got a chance to get Life is a Drag, because I saw so many of you guys say in my comment section you guys missed out on this palette, this is your chance to get it, because you guys will get the chance to get Life is a Drag, but then 7 extra colors. So please go get it. So please go check it out. He does offer Afterpay, and if you guys want, keep asking him for the Aphrodite liquid lip, because Lord knows I have done it enough, and he's probably like, this bitch. She's just obsessed. I am. It's my precious. So, yeah, I tried to match his pretty aesthetic with like a little, did I do it? Did I do it justice? Like, I'm trying to match his little nice titties. This is actually a Nudie Patootie collection. This is from Laura Lee. I really do love this top, but the only thing is it's actually quite revealing, and it shows my tummy, and I'm kind of like, but I wanted to match Manny MUA himself. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Guys, if you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4, mostly 5 times a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And a huge, huge thank you to all these beautiful Patreon members that you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye! I can't believe that in I cannot believe that in this, like, such high bugs. So on this side, we do have the more colorful side. So a color whore. I get to be a my honest review. Besides that, you guys know I'll always give you guys. And then here is okay, next we're gonna go into the shade Diva, the Zaya liquid lip. Where did it go? And oh my god, but I will hey guys, what's up and welcome back. Nope. No, okay.